And hello again, welcome to part 2 of the video. This is an example of my colleague's lesson plan. He retrieved some of his resources from the official British Council website. He is an ESL, English as a Second Language, English school teacher, and the lesson plan deals with online safety. Some of the aims of the lesson plan is to encourage students to think about the importance of online safety and to encourage teenagers to be safe online. This is an interesting lesson plan because we could actually touch base on some of the ISTE standards for the students over here. So we will get to that in just a moment. So if we look at the lesson plan, um, it says if you have access to a data projector in your classroom, you can show a video about internet safety. So as I previously mentioned in my questionnaire, using the projector was one of the most popular ways um, of utilizing technology in the classroom. Since they are ESL students, it's always helpful to have a vocabulary list so they can practice using the words, or I would get them to actually put in a sentence. And one of the collaboration activities here is to sort of work in small groups and to classify some of the top 8 online safety tips from the most useful to the least useful. So that would be a good way to sort of get them collaborating with each other, questioning each other, why would this be more useful than the other. Now, if we go ahead and look at the ISTE standard list, there's a few points I wanted to cover here. So if we take a look at 1C, is that using technology to demonstrate their learning in a variety of ways. Um, so I guess in this situation, the students can actually collaborate with each other. They can watch a visual on the screen, such as a video, and then once they have that visual in their mind, they can go on to make groups and start collaborating with each other and communicating with each other. And the second point was on 2B, where students engage in positive, safe, legal, and ethical behavior when using technology. So this is an interesting one because the entire lesson plan, I think, deals with this sort of point here, because I think in today's date, with the amount of scams and frauds going on, it's good to bring to the students awareness about being ethical online, what is legal, what is illegal, what they can do, what they shouldn't do, what they should avoid. So I think bringing awareness to them about being safe is extremely crucial. If we take a look at point 6C, students communicate complex ideas clearly and effectively by creating or using a variety of digital objects, such as visualizations, models, or simulations. So, I think that this has to do with differentiation. So, I just think it's really important. So, for example, if I had this lesson plan here, I would definitely take differentiation into consideration. So, for example, if I'm projecting something on the whiteboard, I would not only just put a bunch of words, but I would, like, let's say these vocabulary words here, I would definitely want to add some photos to it, some pictures, make a sentence, so the students can actually practice it, because they are ESL students at the end of the day. And just to sort of get them practicing some of the vocab words, attach a picture to it. And the other point I wanted to talk about on the IST standards was 7A, was to connect with learners from a variety of background and cultures. So I think one way to improve on this lesson plan according to the IST standards is to, I think, since I'm quite an international person myself, I think it's important to bring awareness to the students about the internet and online safety in other countries. For example, simply just explaining to them that, like, let's say if you're in the Middle East or in mainland China, some of the websites will not be accessible due to so and so reasons. So it's just a good way to give them some knowledge, because in case if they do travel to these places, they know that they were taught this, or they sort of have this awareness. And I think it's just great for their exposure. So they are exposed to some of the international laws and policies out there. And if we go ahead and look at the checklist to guide lessons, so some of the questions are collaborated on the discussion group. So the first one is, does technology enhance instruction advocate for equitable access to educational technology, digital content, and learning opportunities to meet the diverse needs of all students? From standard 2B. Number two is, does technology enhance instruction, establish a learning culture that promotes curiosity and critical examination of online resources, and fosters digital literacy and media fluency? From standard 3B. Third one is, was collaboration with colleagues used to create an authentic learning experience that leverages technology? From standard 4A. Is this lesson adaptable to personalized learning experiences and accommodate to learner differences and needs? From standard 5A. And does the technology enhanced instruction provide alternative ways for students to demonstrate competency and reflect on their learning using technology? From standard 7A. So I think this checklist would definitely be useful, and it definitely guides technology in the right path in the classroom, and at the same time adhering to the ISTE standards. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you.